Welcome to this video. In this math video, we'll be looking at different types of fractions. We'll be looking at the proper, improper, and the mixed fraction. So before we look at the different types of fraction, let's go into what a fraction is. Now, a fraction represents a part of a whole, okay? It shows how many parts we have out of the total equal parts. So imagine you have a pizza, okay? And if you look at this pizza has an equal part of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, okay? So if I take away these two parts from the pizza, if I cut out these two parts, so that means the part I have is 2 and the total part is 8. So I have 2 over 8. So this fraction is 2 over 8. So for the part of a fraction, the upper part of a fraction is called the numerator. The bottom part is called the denominator. Okay? The upper part is the number of parts we have, while the lower part of the fraction is the total equal parts. So let's go to the different types of fractions. So in this class, we will be looking at the proper fraction, the improper fraction, and the mixed fraction. So let's look at each of them individually. The proper fraction. In the proper fraction, the numerator is less than the denominator. So in the proper fraction, we have a small numerator and a big denominator. So the numerator is small, while the denominator is big. For the improper fraction, in the improper fraction, it is the other way around. So the numerator is big, while the denominator is small. The third fraction which we'll be looking at is the mixed fraction. The mixed fraction is a fraction this time that has what we call a whole number. A whole number is like a big number, okay? This whole number is attached to a proper fraction. So a mixed fraction has two parts. The first part, which is this, is called the proper fraction. And why this part is the whole number. So those are the two parts that makes up a mixed fraction. So let's look at this exercise. Let's try and identify the different types of fraction. Number 1 says we should circle out the proper fraction. Remember, in a proper fraction, we have a small numerator and a big denominator. So that means the small number is up and the big number is down. So if you look at this, this is not a proper fraction. Okay, this is a proper fraction. This is a mixed fraction. It's not a proper fraction. This is not a proper fraction, while this is a proper fraction. Number 2 says we should circle out the improper fraction. In this case, in the improper fraction, we have the big number up. That's the big number is the numerator, and we have the small number down. So if you look at this, this is an improper fraction. This is not. This also is an improper fraction. So the mixed fraction is quite easy to identify. So number 3 says we should circle the mixed fraction. So the mixed fraction has a whole and then a proper fraction. So these are the two values or two things that make up the mixed fraction or mixed number. So this has a whole and a proper fraction. So this is a mixed fraction. This is not, and this is a mixed fraction. So there you have it. So these are the various types of fractions. Now, let's move on to how to convert improper fraction to mixed and how to convert back from mixed to improper fraction. So let's go. So look at this. Now we are going to convert the fraction from improper to mixed. Now take a look at these fractions here. So these are all improper fractions. Okay. So we want to convert these fractions to a mixed fraction. So 7/2 is the same thing as saying 7 divided by 2. Okay, so let's divide. So we count 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we start dividing it by 2. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you can see 7 divided by 2, it's divided 3 times. So we write that 3 times it divided as 3 whole. Now, if you look at this, you will notice we have a remainder. Okay, the remainder is 1. So we will make our remainder the numerator. Okay, and then we take this 2 here as our denominator. We keep the denominator. So that is how we convert improper fraction to mixed. Let's take a look at this example. So we have 9 divided by 4. So we count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we divide it by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. So it went 2 times with a remainder of 1. So the number of times it divided becomes the whole. So we have 2 whole, remainder 1 over, you keep the denominator, 4. So the last example, we have 24 divided by 5. So we count 24. Let's count together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now let's divide it by 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4 is not up to 5, so that will be our remainder. So that means 24 divided by 5, it went 4 times. So we have 4 whole. Our remainder is 4. We write it as the numerator over the 5. So remember to always keep the denominator. So this is how we convert improper fractions to mixed fractions. So now let's see how we can convert back the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So, to convert the mixed fraction back to improper fraction, it's very simple. So now, this is what we'll do. You start from the denominator, you do this, you do 5 times 1, and anything you get, you add it with 2. We add it to 2. Okay, so this becomes 5 times 1, okay, and then plus the numerator 2. Then always keep the denominator. So 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2, that is 7. So we have 7 over 5. So this is an improper fraction. So we've converted 1 whole, 2 over 5, to 7 over 5 in this fraction. The same thing here. You do 3, you start from 3 times 4, then you add 1. So we have 3 times 4, then plus 1. Then you keep the denominator, 3. This is equal to 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13 over 3. So the last example, we have 11 whole, 3 over 4. The same thing, you times, then you add. So we say 4 times 11 plus 3 divided by 4 equals to 4 times 11 is 44. 44 plus 3, that will give us a 47. Then you keep the denominator. So this is how we convert mixed fraction to an improper fraction. All right. So I